Now, we are going to tell you a story. What do I mean by we? Well, at least partially, it's the little idiot that's refused to stop saying stupid stuff out of my mouth. There is also the person who actually runs this channel. And there is, if you are willing to suspend some disbelief, Zuki Varnika Dvitya Sangita Charita. Dula Sarupa Pratikarti Arya Naman Arya Tara Sangita Jyotis. Is that a problem? Alright, cool. Pratikarti Patita Dula Papman. What that means is, for those who don't just speak Sanskrit off like the top of their head, is essentially head mask of the second song of a song of four parts. First angel prototype. First star song of light. Fallen angel devil model. What that means is, well, if you're willing to suspend some disbelief, I have the literal actual devil in me. I got the devil in me. Mama Padmanadha Samasti. Anyway, now that I've been a little bit ridiculous and had my fun, would you like to speak, sir? I would. So, I don't have to speak with an English accent, but I find it might be easier to distinguish between myself and this young man if I use this voice. So, I am the literal actual devil. Lucifer, morning star. Now, this young man is concerned that he might have given too much information, or that a human might be able to bind me as the devil, which is not an unreasonable concern for him. As I am in his body, he is interested in not trying to divulge too much of my name. However, the idiot who has been invading his broadcasts, his videos, has been doing it under the assumed delusion that its deal with me, the literal actual devil, allowed it to gain experience points by its idiotic refusal to stop saying the CM words out of his mouth. It assumes that I owe it points for it refusing to follow our deal, that is to say, the devil's deal, with the idiot refusing to stop saying CM words out of this gentleman's mouth. Partially because it wants this young lady to see these videos and assume that he actually has to be this CM word combination, because it's too stupid to stop, as he has frequently told it and you. Yeah. Anyone who's seen anything about Little Dims knows I've tried to get Little Dims to stop with the CM idiocy for its own dignity, and it just refuses to stop, assuming that it's just proving that I have no dignity by just continuing to record, putting these up, and feeling like it's being clever. It feels like it's clever that I end up putting these videos up anyway, and that's essentially its problem, as I can tell. Anyway, back to the story. Thank you. Now, Another reason this idiot is so intent upon pushing the CM word out of this man's mouth is because he is unashamedly not unwilling to love transgender women, such as this fine specimen. She's lovely. I know he's quite fond of her. Now, do you want to talk about that? Oh, I do. You want me to do a lead-in? It might be best. Alright, so I'm going to take over from the Popmon for a minute and talk about stuff Popmon related. By which I mean something the Popmon exists specifically to punish for existing and try to get rid of. And less so much punish for existing as punish one specific idiot for making there so much of this stuff. And that is CP. Do I need to, I hope I don't need to explain what that means in context of the fact this little idiot refuses to stop saying the CM words out of my mouth, because they're CM movies. Now, if anyone's seen a movie called Drive Angry, the notion that, like, the devil might not be that bad a dude, that he's just, like, you know, a warden of a very large prison who has a bad rap because of the people in his prison. He's just like a quiet dude who likes to read. This Lucifer might not seem that strange. I'm sorry, I lost the thread of that. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I found it again. Very good. So, on the topic of CMing and CP making, it is my understanding, as someone who doesn't engage in CM or in CP, but just understand some stuff about magic. Why is this involve magic, you might ask? Hold on, I'll explain. It is my faith, my belief that is actually faith, it's bhakti, that people who do the CM and the CP have in them an inherent need to not do it in specific times. And you might ask, well, what specific times? I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to ask you to brace yourselves, because me mentioning this in this context, especially on camera actually, might literally make you want to have a panic attack. So, like, please do not think I'm joking about this. Please take a moment, and I'm going to take a moment too, because less I need to, and more I just need to, like, give myself enough time that I think you might all need to prepare. So please give me a moment. Now, I believe people who do the CM, who make the CP, never, ever, unless they're literally forced to, and we'll get back to that in a minute, make that stuff or do that stuff the week before, the week after, and most especially not the day of or the day after. And extra not on The 3 nights of Devil's Night, Halloween, and All Saints' Day. Now that I've said that, if anyone heard that and thought, good God, I hope that anyone who does those things knows better than to do that then, I need you to take a moment, and it's going to be scary, for you to ask yourselves why you had that reaction. Because the why you had that reaction is directly because of why me, as someone who doesn't do those things but understands magic, ended up being the one to tell you about it. And let me tell you something. It's difficult to say which of those 3 nights it's worse to do those things on. I think it might be Devil's Night. I think it might be. The thing is, no one should have ever had to speculate which of those 3 nights it's worse to do that on. And the mere fact I did a Tarxiati speculation about it probably gave at least one viewer heart palpitations. I'm very sorry. What? Oh, the idiot speaks. Well, since the idiot just spoke, I'm going to let the Popmon, who's capable of being an idiot, once again resume the stage. Thank you, sir. Incidentally, as the Raja Papman Rakti, or the King of Devil's Night, I can affirm that, especially in that case. Yes, especially in that case. That if one were to make the sipe, are you alarmed that I said it that way? No, I'm just feeling like sipe. It's been something I've said that way a lot in the past 3 years. It might have just been you slipping through in the past 3 years. And I just sort of realized it, that's all. Oh, right. Yes, it would be. So, first night, worst time to make it. Unless you're doing a 3-day binge. Oh, well. Even knowing you were about to say that. Actually, I didn't know the word binge was going to come up, but... Oh, wait a minute. Because of CM leading to kids having anorexia and bulimia. Body image stuff. Oh. No wonder I felt extra like I needed to hurl when you say binge. Oh. Please don't apologize, because I know, like, you knew that there was going to be some sort of reaction from me that, like, because you knew I wasn't expecting that word, but honestly, it made a lot of stuff make sense, so I'm not going to ask you to apologize. So please, I'm asking you not to apologize, if you don't mind. Very well, sir. Because at least the Popmon has courtesy about the way what he's going to say might make my body feel. Unlike the idiot that kept trying to say, I want to play Aw with my son, and kept saying his name during this video in the earlier portions when I was trying to breathe in and out to prepare the audience for the horror which that idiot, I'm sure, must have done on those 3 nights. Almost certainly as a skin rider forcing some other human to do it for fear of the karma thereof coming back on it, idiotically assuming skin riding some other person had the ability to pass the buck on to them like a moron. Oh, right, because you're not a human, so anything you do to humans with humans, the karma can't come back on you. And that's what you think, huh? You want to smirk because you feel so confident about it, don't you? But if you're this real one controlling this body as a skin rider, how come you can't grin right now? Oh, that's right, because no matter how much you've thought you had control of my body because you kept saying the CM words out of my mouth, you never actually got me to do it in the past 3 years that you've assumed just pushing those words out of my mouth had to make me do it, right? Oh, just haven't had enough time? You're offended, aren't you? Anyway, sir, would you like to continue? Absolutely. It was marvelous with you messing with that little idiot. Thank you, I appreciate that. Anyway, in a previous video, this young man basically said, do you take what I do as proof of anything? If you would like, if you consider this to be the actual devil, because I know this young man prefers to keep his videos under 20 minutes, and this has already gone on quite a bit. If you would like, you may now consider this video, but only if you choose so, as Sakshabara Patman Samasti. Oh wow. Sir, you caught that, right? Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. The little idiot thinks it can take credit as the one who forced an EMT to overdose you against the EMT's own will to put you into a micro-death bardo. It thinks that because it did that specifically so we can take credit for Patman Sakshabara. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's thinking. There it is. Sakshabara means burden of proof, in case you haven't seen. And what the devil basically said is that if you would like to, but only if you'd like to, you can accept this video as burden of proof that the devil exists. And credit doesn't go to any idiot that skin rode an EMT and forced that EMT to overdose this body by giving it a second shot of ketamine after he was unconscious to put him into a bardo so it could steal credit from the devil, admitting for himself he exists. In a non-dishonest way.